Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Doing 71 back there and a 55, okay? I'll be right back. Go ahead and turn the vehicle off for me. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle right now. You're already facing evading charges right now. You ran away from me, okay?
Sir, I pulled back over. I didn't run away. You see my children. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm just trying to take them to the Rio Grande.
Turn around and face your vehicle. Ma'am, listen to me.
Don't.
Open the door! Open the door!
Subscribe to Global Leaks for more leaking videos.
Watch, cop shoots into minivan full of unarmed children. Court says it's justified. A federal court has just handed down an insulting decision by claiming that a cop shooting at a fleeing minivan full of children does not violate their rights. By Matt Agarist, December 28, 2017. Taos County, NM Oriana Farrell, 39, of Memphis, was bringing her children across the country on a family road trip when things took a turn for the worse. A stop for a minor speeding infraction escalated to Farrell driving away from police as one of them fired off 3 shots at the minivan full of her 5 children. Now, after a years-long battle of trying to hold the officer accountable for shooting at a minivan full of children, Farrell has learned just how big a failure the system is. A federal court, this week, has sided with the officer who opened fire on the family, claiming he did not violate their constitutional rights when he endangered all their lives by opening fire on the minivan over a speeding ticket. The incident began when Farrell was targeted by police for driving 71 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone in October 2013. Officer Tony DeTavis was the officer who stopped Farrell that day. After Farrell had been given a citation, DeTavis gave her the option of paying $126 within 30 days or seeing a judge in Taos within 30 days. But according to the court's decision, Farrell said she was uncertain what to do because she was not sure where her family would be in a month and worried they may not be able to return to Taos, according to the Santa Fe New Mexican. DeTavis told Farrell to turn off the engine and walked back to his cruiser, at which point Farrell made the poor choice of driving away. Realizing she'd just made a poor choice, Farrell quickly pulled back over. That's when DeTavis began to pull her out of her car. Read more. Time to pay attention. Super rich are now prepper storing food and guns. A chaotic scene unfolded as one of Farrell's children got out to help his mother, who he saw was being attacked by a police officer. 2 more cops showed up as DeTavis smashed out the window of the minivan. Advertisement. One of those officers who showed up was New Mexico State Police Officer Elias Montoya. Montoya, acting with careless disregard for the lives of the innocent children inside the minivan, then began firing as Farrell drove off. Farrell would later tell police that she feared for her life and the safety of her children, so she fled. She would eventually stop in the parking lot of a Taos hotel where she'd be arrested as her kids were all held at gunpoint. Farrell would take a plea deal and avoid any jail time for this insane escalation of violence over a speeding ticket. Common sense prevailed, for a short time, and Montoya was fired from his job as a New Mexico state trooper. However, he appealed the firing, was even given a settlement and was rehired by the Taos County Sheriff's Department as a deputy 2015. According to Taosco, Sheriff Jerry Hogarth, Montoya was chosen from 17 different applicants to fill just one of 2 available positions. Did the other 16 applicants actually kill children? Is that why a person who shot at children was hired? Insidiously enough, after the incident got swept under the rug, the state troopers actually tried to hire Montoya back, but he refused. Apparently, Sheriff Hogarth thinks that shooting at a van full of children is just fine and dandy and stated at the time that Montoya has a clean record. Read more, it's a speed trap. California cops to check bicycle speed with radar and ticket fast bikers. Nothing from DPS or the training academy pertaining to his certification or qualifications, so he has a clean work history, Hogarth said. According to Cobb, the sheriff defended Montoya's actions in the dashcam video, saying Montoya didn't know there were kids in the van and that he believed the driver had a gun. I cannot fault anyone for making a split-second decision, Hogarth said. According to Montoya's new boss, shooting innocent until proven guilty people in the back as they flee is justifiable, as it was a split-second decision. As if the hiring of an officer who shot at a minivan full of children wasn't bad enough, now the precedent has been set by a federal court to justify similar incidents in the future. According to the Santa Fe New Mexican, the panel based its decision on its interpretation of the Fourth Amendment, determining that Farrell could not claim she was a victim of an unreasonable seizure because she had not been seized but instead fled law enforcement. As there was no seizure, there could be no unreasonable seizure, even if Montoya was using deadly force, wrote Judge Harris Hartz, who was appointed by President George W. Bush. Judges Mary Beck Briscoe and Robert Bacharach, appointed by Presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, respectively, joined in the decision. Below is the raw video of the original incident. Americans can now rest easy knowing that their justice system has condoned the practice of police shooting into a van full of children who pose absolutely no threat.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month. Oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.